believe that disability in this part of the world is shrouded with all kinds of superstition and myth and lack of the knowledge which make people with disabilities seem like a paranoia. The idea of this show is to break the myth around disabilities, and we hope that after watching this show, your perspective will change. My guest is Elizabeth Patterson, who had a car accident at the age of 18. She became one of us. Thank you, Elizabeth, for joining us.
Thank you very much, Farida, for having me here.
So, Elizabeth, after the bus accident you had at the age of 18, when you woke, you were in the coma for 7 weeks or 8 weeks?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. I was in the coma for maybe 6-7 weeks.
So when you woke up, you realized that your whole life had changed. What did you go through emotionally?
So I think when I was coming out of the coma, I didn't really know what was happening, and I just thought that I was in school and somehow I ended up in the hospital. And so clearly that was a confusing time for me. But I think over time, as I had been getting used to my new body, my new personality, my new self, it's been 14 years since my accident. So for the last 14 years, there's been high highs and low lows, right? And so when the low lows come, it's often like countered by a high. And so I ride the highs, and it seems as though I try not to get the lows to get in the way.
Beyond that, how was the whole process of relearning how to do things, realizing that you could not do things the old way?
So I started with a whole gamut of therapies: speech therapy, physical therapy, occupational therapy, and I
think you had cerebral palsy at the age of 18.
As if I lost everything. I remember when I was coming out of the coma and like being in the hospital, and there was a speech therapist right by my bedside trying to encourage the voice to come out, and it's vivid in my head. Like I remember my voice almost as if it was like alive, trying to push out of me, and it just wouldn't come. And a lot of times the way we were communicating was like, if they came in, are you happy? Yes. No. I don't know, I'm confused, right? And so that's very limiting. But I think over time, all that frustration, it was really frustrating knowing that a few weeks ago I was this normal teenager, like running track in school, and then all of a sudden you can't even respond to a simple, are you hungry? You know, so it was very frustrating.
But you managed to break through and more or less get a new version of your life.
Whenever people ask me that question or want to talk about that, like how did I overcome? I don't think I haven't overcome, because for me a lot of times, you know, that as much as I accept the person I am now, I don't see myself as the person I am now. And I think that's almost, it hurts me in a way. Like I always see myself as the person that I was 14 years ago, and trying to, as your mom and us were talking about before, I'm always trying to act as if nothing happened. But there are days and there are moments when I'm like, you know what? You do have a leg that drags when you walk, and so be aware of that. And like, you can't go and climb a rock or climb a mountain right now, so you have to be aware of the limitations. So, and then somehow I graduated from high school from the hospital somehow, yeah. And so I was like active enough and present enough to finish my high school degree.